Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will begin in 5 minutes. Please take your seats. Thank you. Ceremony will begin in 2 minutes. Please take your seats. Silence all cell phones. Thank you. That's awesome. Good afternoon. My name is Captain Zachary Smith, and on behalf of Colonel Sherman Watson, 7th Brigade Commander Dr. Ron Patterson, President of Murray State University, Lieutenant Colonel Bob Hawkins, myself, and Racer Company Skyhawk Battalion, I would like to welcome distinguished guests, family, and friends to Murray State University Spring 2026 commissioning ceremony. A special welcome to Dr. Patterson, Dr. Robertson, Mr. Dan Lavitt, Brigadier General Joseph Lear, and Colonel Mike Snowden. Today you will witness 5 Murray State University cadets, Penn Second Lieutenant, receive their oath of office and join the United States Army. Will you please stand for the playing of the national anthem? Please be seated. The ROTC program began at Murray State University in 1952. A contract establishing ROTC at Murray State College was signed by Murray State and the Department of the Army. The first classes were held in the fall of 1953, and the first students were commissioned into the Army in 1956. In the early years, ROTC was mandatory for all freshmen and sophomore males. In 1969, the Board of Regents reduced the mandatory requirement from 2 to 1 year in 1972. The mandatory requirement was dropped. During those years, it was a common sight in the late afternoon to see hundreds of young men marching around campus in Army green dress uniforms. Due to downsizing of the military, the ROTC program at Murray State closed in 1997. During the 45-year history of ROTC at Murray State, 1,058 young men and women received their commission as second lieutenant. Many of these went on to have distinguished military careers, and several died in the service to their country. On December 2nd, 2003, Murray State President Alexander, members of the Kentucky National Guard, U.S. Army Cadet Command, and Western Kentucky University entered into an agreement to offer Army ROTC on the Murray State campus once again in the fall semester of 2004. The ROTC program was staffed with full-time officers and NCOs of the Kentucky Army National Guard. The program once again offered the young men and women of Murray State University the leadership, training, and opportunity to serve their country as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army, the U.S. Army Reserves, or the Army National Guard. On May 1st, 2006, MSU ROTC commissioned its first 2 lieutenants since its closing in 1997. MSU ROTC continues to shape and commission leaders, scholars, and athletes as competitive U.S. Army officers for international training opportunities and service abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, the Professor of Military Science, Lieutenant Colonel Bob Hawkins.
Good afternoon. Dr. Patterson, Dr. Robertson, Mr. Lavitt, thank you for your continued support to this program. Thank you for demonstrating the commitment this university has to Army ROTC. Brigadier General Lear, thank you for demonstrating the support Kentucky Army National Guard has provided us, and we look forward to that continued support. Colonel Snowden, thank you for joining us today. Friends and family of the Racer Company. Today marks a very important milestone in the lives of these cadets. In a few minutes, they'll walk off the stage as the next generation of leaders in the United States Army. In a 2022 podcast interview about SpaceX, Elon Musk told the host, "The idea of going to Mars is not hard. That's irrelevant. Getting to Mars is the hard part." These 5 cadets came to this program with an idea of walking off this stage as a second lieutenant. Then they did the hard things. And today, with you here to support them, the ones who have been supporting them all along, they will. Our guest speaker commissioned into the aviation branch for the United States Military Academy at West Point. He is deployed in support of Operations Iraqi Freedom, Enduring Freedom, New Dawn, Inherent Resolve, Resolute Support, as well as other operations. He's held positions in the aviation community on both the conventional and special operations sides, from attack platoon leader to battalion commander. He currently serves as the commander, U.S. Army Garrison Fort Campbell. Please welcome Colonel Mike Snowden.
All right, hey, thank you very much. I just want to get a sense of the room here. I assume everybody over here is family, right? Family, friends? Good. It prized me to see how many people have come to support this significant achievement today. So thank you so much for participating in this event and being a part of this. Dr. Patterson, thank you for your presence here. Let me say that your support and being here today and showing, just honoring this significant moment in their beginning of their careers is truly an honor. So thank you. And I got to say, if you can convince the Army to allow me to wear Nikes every day, I'll give you $100, please. Every time I see him, he's got some pretty cool shoes on, some nice swag. So I got to learn your trick. So this is a pretty exciting day, not only for you, but for me as well. Like I remember 24 years ago when I was standing there in your shoes, getting ready to get commissioned. I was just as happy to be leaving school as I was entering the Army. And trust me, the school was happy to have me going too. But this is really significant event, and I'm just honored to be here to celebrate this with you. And I'm going to take a few moments. I have a binder here. It's going to keep me straight because I could talk all day about being in the Army. But my staff's like, sir, you only got like 10 minutes. So I necked it down to 38 minutes. That's okay. No, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy talking to cadets, especially those who are about to become second lieutenants. And, I just want to take some things that two parts. One is things that I tell new lieutenants when I've been a battalion commander when they show up, and then some things that I've learned along the way that mentors have told me about being an officer. So I'm just going to share this with you today. But the biggest thing is really, and before I begin, I'll try to limit the there I was stories so you won't get worn out with that. But, there's just a handful of things that I want to really touch on at first. First, as you leave, and you leave as a leader, right? We recognize you in the Army as a leader, and by position, you're going to be that. So latch on to other leaders too. Find a mentor that can challenge you, pressure test you, and put you in the position to be successful, but also sharpen you and grow you. Okay, that's very important is to have those connection points, because there will be times when you're at a crossroads and you don't know the answer. And that's okay. Usually those folks do because they've seen it and they experienced it. So reach out to them and really lean into their experience and allow them to guide you and, again, shape you as you've gone through your career. Secondly, what I tell lieutenants when they show up is don't be afraid to fail. In fact, I'm going to push you outside your comfort zone, and hopefully your bosses will too, to grow yourself in a sense. You're willing to take risk, calculated risk, but at the same time, you're not going to let fear overwhelm you to be afraid of failure, because that's how you learn. And trust me, you can do 1,000 things right, and you might learn something, but the moment you do it wrong, that's where learning takes place. And I'm still going through that to this day as an 06, right? So it's a lifelong learning event. When you assume position as a platoon leader, you're going to be given this gift, and it's a tool, but it's the tool that sets our nation apart from our army apart, and our nation's army apart from any army in the world. And that tool, tool to success, I should say, is the American soldier. And nothing will astound you, and nothing will inspire you as the ingenuity of a soldier given the opportunity to do so. So what I tell you is, when you figure out how to harness that and empower them, that is a force to be reckoned with, and they will set you up for success every single time. And so make sure that you do that, and you embrace the relationship that you have with your soldiers and challenge them, but at the same time, give them focus and direction. Next, I'll tell you is don't hesitate to make a decision. And this is a good point to bring up the fact that you're going to have a remarkable amount of NCOs and leaders within your organization. They're going to help guide you. But when all the talking's done and all the discussion's done about what we should do, there comes a point where you have to make a decision. And so you should embrace that moment and do it. Even if it's you're not 100% sure, just go with your gut. That's what these past 4 years have been, is teaching you how to be decisive and take in input, but then decide and go for it. So do it, and you'll do it well. The last thing I'll leave you with before I talk a little bit about leadership is be a team player, all right? And the team player is about being a teammate with your subordinates, but also with your peers as well. And triumph always belongs to the team, and as a leader, you own the failures, and you'll figure out how that works eventually. But that's paramount, that you make sure that the team is recognized for the triumphs. So second, I'd like to share a little bit of advice that I got from another Colonel Snowden upon my commissioning, and that was my dad. And he gave me 4 attributes of leadership that I will share with you, because they've carried me through 24 years, and I think in some ways they've pushed me through even the hard times. First is, have a vision, and to be able to communicate that vision aptly to your team. Visualize success, build a team around it, and then go execute that vision with relentless tenacity. Secondly, have integrity. This is not hard because it's an Army value, right? But you'll be surprised how the pursuit of success can sometimes blind people to integrity. So always make sure you look yourself in the mirror and you're doing the right thing even when no one's looking. Third, gain and maintain competence. Be the standard for not only action, but for acumen. Always make sure the audio and the video match. This is truly a profession of arms, so be the professional. And finally, he said to me, have enthusiasm. Love what you do, even when it's not fun. Enthusiasm is truly infectious. And by enthusiasm, it's not always just motivation. And sometimes it's happiness. Moments make you happy. But find joy in what you do. And hopefully you already have, because just by the sheer fact of you standing here wearing that uniform, is hopefully brought you joy and passion for what you do, because it's going to be the two items that carry you through some of the most difficult times. But I want to leave you with two final thoughts before I close. One is, a leader and mentor once told me, PT isn't the most important thing you'll do in a day, but it's the most important thing you'll do every day. So what did he actually mean by that? Well, PT is an opportunity for a leader to create process in an organization. It sets the tone, expectation, and it's a moment for leaders to assess and build a culture within a formation that will serve as a foundation for everything else you and your team will do. PT isn't just about high AFT scores. It's a process that calibrates the focus of every soldier in a platoon or section. You get that right, and trust me, your culture will fall into place. And once your culture is set, morale, training, expectations, and command climate will follow suit. Next, embrace the job, and that means any job. There's a quick story, the only story, about me as a lieutenant showing up to my 1st Battalion. When I reported to my first assignment, straight out of flight school, I went to Germany, and I got there, the battalion commander said, "Hey, Snowden, welcome, glad to have you. I know you want to be a platoon leader, but guess what? We're all full on platoon leaders right now. But this is what I really need. I need you to serve a specific position on my staff that I don't have right now, and then when the platoon comes open, we'll figure it out." So at first, I was a little bit downtrodden. I was disheartened because I really wanted to be a platoon leader. That was like what they, teach you in our commissioning programs to make sure that you're ready to go do that. So you're ready, chomping at the bit to go do it. But I said, you know what? I'm going to do the best I can at this one job. Even though I don't really want to do it, it doesn't sound fun or exciting. It's not flying Apaches, like all my friends were doing, but I'm going to do it. And so several months later, I finally get the notification like, hey, we're going to send you down to a company to be a platoon leader. And I did. And it was, a wonderful time. Well, fast forward many months later, actually it's about 18 months later, at the end of my platoon leader time, my battalion commanders give me, my out brief, and he said, hey, what really set you apart from your peers wasn't your time as a platoon leader. It was your attitude towards what I asked you to do and how you approached it. And so right then I was like, well, lesson learned. All right. So what I tell you is embrace the hard jobs, embrace the difficult jobs. All the other jobs that are attractive and look cool and fun will happen, and they'll be fun. But in the moment, your character comes out and how you approach the difficult jobs that no one else wants to do. So just keep that in mind. And when you're in the middle of it and it stinks, just remind yourself there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you'll get to do the thing you want to do. But success is founded upon how you approach those hard jobs. So I'll close with, I just want you to make sure that everyone in here in this room is here for a reason. And that's because they're proud of you. And you have a level of expectation that you'll serve and serve proudly and with pride in honor of not only yourself, but everyone in this room is here to support you. You may not make military service career. You may decide to turn to civilian pursuits, but in any case, a lot awaits you. You'll have many decisions to make, and you'll make mistakes. But, like I said before, look for the challenges. Look for an opportunity to set yourself apart, to challenge yourself mentally, physically, on a personal level, and you'll have a great time. There's a lot of fun ahead, trust me. I would give anything to be in your shoes, to do it all over again. Of course, with the knowledge I have now, so don't make as many mistakes. But trust me, there's a lot ahead to look forward to, and you're going to have a great time. I just want to recognize the faculty and the staff that have set things in motion, that have invested many months of training, many months of classwork, many months in the field to put the folks in here that we're recognizing on the path to success, and have invested so much in their career, not only for themselves, not only for the university, but for our nation. I know that each of you are ready to meet the challenges of the changing world that presents around us and to lead our America's sons and daughters into that future. Congratulations on being a leader on our team, the Army team, and I wish you the best throughout your career. Please uphold the standard that that gold bar that you're about to put on your shoulder represents. And let me tell you that myself, and I speak on behalf of the rest of the Army, we look very much forward to standing shoulder to shoulder with you in service of our nation, our country. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for showing your support, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's our special force.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Very cool.
The Adjutant General Corps is a branch of the United States Army, first established in 1775. This branch provides personnel service support by manning the force, providing human resources, services, coordinating personnel support, Army band operations, and recruiting and retention. The objective of the Adjutant General Corps is to maximize operational effectiveness of the total force by anticipating, manning, and sustaining military operations. HR support operations accomplish this by building, generating, and sustaining the force, providing combatant commanders the required forces for missions, and supporting leaders and soldiers at all levels. The Adjutant General branch insignia consists of a silver metal and enamel shield, 1 inch in height and which are 13 vertical stripes, 7 silver and 6 red, on a blue chief, 1 large and 12 small silver stars. Basic design, the shield from the coat of arms of the United States was adopted in 1872 as a solid shield of silver bearing 13 stars. In 1924, this design was authorized to be made in gold metal with the colors red, white, and blue, and the enamel. In December 1964, the insignia was changed to silver base metal with silver stars and silver and red enamel stripes. Cadet Olivia Cottrell was born in Churchill, Tennessee. She's the daughter of Jeff and Christy Cottrell. Cadet Cottrell is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Agriculture. At this time, Cadet Cottrell's father, Jeff, and mother, Christy, will pin Cadet Cottrell as a second lieutenant, United States Army, Adjutant General Branch. The oath of office is an important ceremonial gesture signifying the start of one's military officer career. Importantly, it makes a public commitment to the duties, responsibilities, and obligations associated with their new position. It serves as a reminder that they do not swear allegiance to a senior agency or other appointee, but an oath to support and defend the U.S. Constitution and faithfully execute their orders.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Have been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States in the grade of second lieutenant. I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties help you God. Congratulations again.
The Silver Dollar Salute is an honor tradition. A brand-new second lieutenant proudly hands a shiny silver dollar to the first enlisted soldier who salutes him or her. Congress authorized this on April 2nd, 1792. The silver dollar traditionally is the only coin given in exchange for their first salute. The coin represents more than $1 in currency. To every new officer, it has special significance. It represents the symbolic receipt of respect due to the newly earned rank and position. It signifies a deep sense of gratitude from the new officer for the knowledge that enlisted soldiers, especially NCOs, have passed on to them during training. It is acknowledgement from one professional soldier to another that says, "Welcome to our service and to the profession of arms." Second Lieutenant Cattrall's Silver Dollar's first salute goes to Sergeant First Class retired Mirad.
It's really hard to thank everyone who got me here today. I've had so many amazing leaders, from Colonel House, who drove 7 hours to present my scholarship, which started this journey here, and then Major Bixford, who was actually my high school instructor, who drove all the way here to be here today. Ms. Smith, you have been such a support throughout all of this, and you've truly become my family, and I can't thank you enough. To Nathan, my fiance, you've been such a support as well. You stood by my side through all of it, no matter how hard it was. And then, of course, my aunt and uncle as well, and all of my friends that are here today. And then lastly, my parents. I can't thank you all enough. You've truly made me who I am. All of my accomplishments are your accomplishments as well. And I can't say anymore, else I'm going to be emotional. But thank you all, and I appreciate it.
The Signal Corps branch of the United States Army is responsible for managing communication and information systems that enable command and control across all levels of operations. Its mission is to ensure secure, reliable, and rapid transmission of voice, data, and video in both combat and peacetime environments. Signal Corps soldiers specialize in areas like network operations, cybersecurity, satellite communications, and radio systems. By maintaining the Army's technological infrastructure, they ensure leaders can make timely decisions and units can coordinate effectively on the battlefield. The Signal Corps insignia in the United States Army features 2 cross signal flags with a burning torch at the center. The cross flags represent communication and signaling across distances. The torch symbolizes knowledge, vigilance, and the transmission of information. The insignia reflects the branch mission to provide reliable communication and information systems for the Army. Cadet Edwin Crumble was born in Union City, Tennessee. He is the son of Tammy and Marshall Witherspoon. He has one brother, Tevin. He is married to his wife, Laney Crumble. Cadet Crumble is graduating with a Master's of Science in Human Development and Leadership. At this time, Cadet Crumble's mother, Tammy, and wife, Laney Crumble, will pin Cadet Crumble as a second lieutenant in the United States Army Signal Corps branch. Second Lieutenant Crumble's silver dollar first salute goes to his father, Marshal Witherspoon.
Inside and joining being a commissioned officer, this is truly an honor. I know these ranks come with great responsibility, and I'm looking forward to leading, learning, and just taking, trying to get choked up. But I'm looking forward to leading, learning, and just be able to take care of myself to the best of my responsibilities. First and foremost, I want to give all glory to God, because without Him, I wouldn't be here to this day. I want to thank the cadets. I want to thank the cadre to guiding us and leading us to where we at now. I want to thank all family, friends to come, and I want to thank my kids. Y'all are my why. Y'all are the reason why I did this today, for sure. And to continue to excel and be a better person, a better man, a better leader. And I also want to thank my wife. Been there thick and thin. Man, when the Army throws something at me, hey, the Army throws it at you. And so I'm just grateful that you're here and to be a part of my life. So thank you. I love you all. Thank you.
The Field Artillery Branch of the United States Army is responsible for delivering indirect fire support to defeat enemy forces and support maneuver units. Using weapons such as cannons, rockets, and missile systems, field artillery units strike targets at long range with precision and high firepower. Soldiers in this branch specialize in fire direction, target acquisition, and weapons operations, ensuring accurate and timely engagement of any enemy positions. By providing suppressive and destructive fires, the field artillery plays a critical role in shaping the battlefield and enabling the success of ground forces. The Field Artillery Branch insignia is the United States Army consists of 2 cross cannons. Cross cannons represent the firepower, tradition, and combat role of artillery units. It symbolizes the branch's mission to deliver powerful, long-range fire support on the battlefield. Cadet Tyler Hayes was born in Tacoma, Washington. He is the son of Stephanie Mabry and Marshall Hayes. He has 3 brothers, Connor, Hunter, and Tanner Hayes. Cadet Hayes is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Occupational Safety and Health. At this time, Cadet Hayes' father, Marshall, and grandfather, David McConnell, will pin Cadet Hayes as Second Lieutenant, United States Army Field Artillery Branch.
I, Tyler Hayes,
Have been appointed an officer
have been appointed an officer
in the Army of the United States
in the Army of the United States
in the grade of second lieutenant.
in the rank of second lieutenant.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I bear true faith
that I bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I will take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and that I will well
and faithfully
and faithfully
do
Second Lieutenant Hayes' Silver Dollar First Salute goes to his grandfather, David McConnell.
First of all, I'd like to thank all the cadre and all my peers for getting me through this program, all the struggles I went through. Anytime I had a problem, they'd be like, "Don't worry, Hayes, we got this." And I made it real smooth sailing for me. And I'd like to thank everybody, all my family that came out here as well. Some of y'all traveled hours to get here. My family, our church family even came out here. I got like 4 different families out here. I get so much appreciation to go around. So I'll just leave it knowing that y'all, I appreciate it.
The Military Police Branch of the United States Army is responsible for enforcing laws, maintaining discipline, and ensuring security within the Army installations and operational environments. MPs conduct law enforcement, criminal investigation, detention, operations, and route security, both in garrison and during deployments. In combat and contingency operations, military police units also support mobility by securing routes, handling detainees, and protecting critical resources. Their work helps maintain order and safety, allowing other Army units to operate effectively. Military Police Branch insignia in the United States Army features 2 cross flintlock pistols. Cross pistols symbolize law enforcement authority, readiness, and protection. It represents the branch's mission to enforce laws, maintain discipline, and ensure security within the Army. Cadet Tanner Maxwell was born in Fort Polk, Louisiana. He is the son of Robert Maxwell and Angela Randall. He has 2 siblings, his brother Hunter and sister Sydney Maxwell. Cadet Maxwell is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration. At this time, Cadet Maxwell's mother, Angela, and father, Robert, will pin Cadet Maxwell as a 2nd Lieutenant in the United States Army Military Police Branch. Second Lieutenant Maxwell's Silver Dollar First Salute goes to his father, Robert Maxwell.
not the best at communication, dare I say, but y'all have always been there. You know, you guys are the greatest I could ask for. Plenty of thanks to God. Live by the saying of yet not I, but Christ in me. Everything that I've worked for, everything that has stopped me in my way, God has been there to guide me. And especially at camp, being there at my true lowest state, God has been there for me. Prayer-wise, thank you guys so much. Thank you.
The logistics career field in the United States Army encompasses the sustainment functions required to support combat operations. It integrates the United States Army Quartermaster Corps, United States Army Ordnance Corps, and United States Army Transportation Corps into a unified sustainment enterprise. Logistics officers are responsible for providing supply, maintenance, and movement capabilities that enable forces to operate effectively across all environments. While officers are assessed into a specific branch within logistics, their careers are managed broadly within the logistics field as they progress in rank and responsibility. The logistics branch insignia consists of a subdued bronze disc bearing a globe with a superimposed key wheel and cross cannons representing the integration of supply, quartermaster, movement for transportation, and maintenance firepower support for ordnance. The globe signifies worldwide sustainment capability, while the combined symbols reflect the unified nature of the logistics career field and supporting Army operations. Cadet Portia Perkis was born in Fort Campbell, Tennessee. She's the daughter of Easton and Tanisha Perkis. Her sister is Abigail Perkis. She's graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology and Applied Behavioral Sciences. At this time, Cadet Perkis' mother, Tanisha, and sister Abigail will pin Cadet Perkis as a second lieutenant in the United States Army Logistics Branch. Second Lieutenant Perkis' silver dollar first salute will go to our father, Easton Perkis.
Train to lead the train, NCOs lead the way. Man.
I would like to thank everybody for coming today. I'd like to first thank God and my family
At this time, our newly promoted lieutenants will move to the stage to lead us in the singing of the Army song.
March along, sing our song. We're the army of the free. Count the brave, count the troops who have fought to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to heal the nation's might. And the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won. And the army goes rolling along. And it's high, high, hey, the army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong. For wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. On behalf of the Murray State University Department of Military Science, I thank you for attending. Please follow upon the stage and congratulate the Army's newest second lieutenants.